Man, Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
All right, man. Amir Khan gets stopped by Kell Brook. I believe it said it was the 6th round. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, next subscribe button, the bell icon button, hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Go check out my fight reaction playlist to see fight reactions. All right. Basically, it was all Kell Brook. It was all Kell Brook, and as we thought for years, that Amir Khan was a reason why Amir Khan don't want to fight Kell Brook. It was an even matchup, like the UK commentator said. Okay, it was a fair and square matchup. All right, because at the end of the day, Kell Brook didn't have much left in the tank. Amir Khan didn't have much left in the tank. People thought they both coming off. Well, Khan is coming off of kind of a quote unquote victory versus Billy Dibb, which kind of Dibbs was old, and you know what I'm saying, he was retired, and a lot of people didn't really tend to count that victory for him. But at the end of the day, they both fought Terrence Crawford. They both was on the same trajectory. You know, everybody was looking forward. Everybody was looking forward to the fight, man, and still pretty much was an even playing field. They both was on the same trajectory. And what happened was, Khan had small moments where Kell Brook set the tone early on. He hurt him, and like I kind of said, I thought Khan chin didn't have no chin left, a little chin left. None. You watch his fights, bro. It just didn't seem like he had much left, and his legs were gone. When your legs when your legs go, you don't have nothing left. And everything is predicated on Kwan's legs. His hand speed was still there, for sure. His hand speed was definitely still there, but the legs are gone for Khan, and a lot of times it's a correlation with your chin and your legs. And for years, Amir Khan, he did what he did tonight. What Khan game plan is to throw combinations, roll out. And tonight he tried to do that. A lot of times he was rolling out because he was hurt, but that's kind of the amateurish style that he has, and that's pretty much been his issue is, he's never really learned to keep his head off the line. He uses feet for offense and defense, and you can use your legs for defense. It's not a problem, but he just don't keep his hands up, and he's not defensively sound. He came out with he broke some good shots. You know what I'm saying? Don't let it get misconstrued. He hit Kell Brook with some really, really good shots, bro. And Kell Brook ate him. He hit him with uppercuts. He hit him with hooks. And Kell Brook, everybody saying, well, Khan chin held up, but Kell Brook eyes held up. I don't really think it's it was the issue with Kell Brook as far as the eyes. I think for Kell Brook it was more about just conditioning overall and making the weight, because okay, he broke his eye. He broke his other eye, but then, he had fights, I believe, after he broke versus the Errol Spence fight that he didn't break his eye. Even when he fought Terrence Crawford, Timothy Bradley said on an American broadcast that he got knocked out with a jab. That wasn't no damn jab that he got knocked out with. That was a hook. They call it the Stone Box said they call it the jug punch. That's what they call it. He got knocked out with a hook. That wasn't no jab. If you look at the power that he generated off the hook, it was crazy. So yeah, he fought Sergey Rabchenko after Errol Spence, Michael Zafra, Mark DeLuca. Then he fought Terrence Crawford and break his eyes. Kell Brook always had a better chin than Amir Khan. It kind of became an issue because when people said he quit versus Errol Spence, but damn, I'm supposed to get my eye just be labeled a gladiator. You can't trademark me being a gladiator. You know what I'm saying? You can't trademark that. I can't make money off that. I can't monetize people calling me the gladiator at all. So I'm never gonna say nobody else quit, especially when they come out they orbital bone was busted. I just ain't doing it, bro, no more. Who says he got a family to go to too? But tonight, Kell Brook was just able to Khan legs was gone. Kell Brook was able to cut the ring off on him easily, close the distance off on him, And just what he did right there, he was able to throw a jab and come over the top with the overhand right. And Khan, he was able to find Khan time and time again. It wasn't nothing that Bomac could have did about it. This is just, that's what happened. You know, Khan had the moments. He threw some good shots. And Kell Brook was very poised, patient in the pocket, cool and calm. He delivered a whoop whop, a 1-2. That's what he delivered. Whoop whop. And he held every time he touched Amir Khan. And it wasn't like he had to punch through too much guard neither. Every time he punched Amir Khan, whoop whop, he hurt him. So Khan punched his legs gone. And on top of that, you ain't got no chin. It was a matter of time. I thought this fight might go a little bit longer. I believe I said the 8th, 9th, or 10th. I thought this fight might go a smidget longer, but the referee stopped it. There's some controversy about the referee stopping it. I feel that with the bad blood, the referee should allow Khan to fully be knocked out. He should allow him to get off the canvas and beat the count. You know, people waited a long time for this fight, and I thought he should have just let Kell Brook finish him. You know, as long as Amir Khan wanted to continue. But the only thing that kept Amir Khan up in this fight was pride. And for many, many years, we had, you know, he came off, and like, I don't know all the backstory and personal stuff, but he came off as a scaredy cat. He came off as a chicken, came off that he was scared to fight Kell Brook, and now we know why. This is what we deep down in America thought. You know, he was just going on his way not to fight him, fighting Paul Mikowski and fighting Julio Diaz and everybody else, you know, Billy did, but fighting Terrence Crawford. But he just didn't want to get in there and fight Kell Brook. What was the problem? And this was the problem. He knew exactly what this was going to happen. He knew Kell Brook had his number. People talking about Kell Brook being emotional. I don't really see Kell Brook fight with the emotion, you know. Amir Khan runs on emotion. Amir Khan, you know, taking deep breaths, praying 2 or 3 times, 2 times in the back, going to the ring, still in Terrence Crawford ring walk. At the end of the day, Amir Khan had issues on finding himself. That's what it is. Amir Khan had issues on finding himself, and at the end of the day, he should now be a retired boxer, unless he's gonna go out there and be a circus show and get beat up by the young guns. Unless he want a rematch, he probably could want a rematch, but we don't need no rematch after this. Only thing Kell Brook didn't do was put him deep down on the canvas and drill him to the mat, and that's what he should have been allowed to do that. But the referee, first thing is to protect the fighter, even if it's protected from himself. And we all knew this was gonna happen. If you know anything about boxing, Khan didn't have a chance. All right. But shout out to Kell Brook, 6-round KO. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch by hitting the Linktree app, Linktree link in the description. You want to financially support the channel? Shout out to Vinny Ochoa for a Cash App or donation. You can Cash App me, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Best way to help me out is thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe button, the bell icon button, hit all notifications, increase notifications. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you girls and guys think. I think it's unfortunate that Kell Brook couldn't drill him to the mat, but Kell Brook, big win. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.